Let's go,
There it is.
baby.
We're back at it. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom.
How are you, brother?
I'm good. You?
Good, man. Excited for today. Our first podcast back since we made our trip out to Florida, Hollywood, Florida for BKFC 80. What an experience that was. Got to be part of the media there. Thank God. And BKFC really hooked us up there and got to meet a bunch of cool fighters and be part of the weigh-ins, ask some questions. Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
experience was cool, but
Yeah. You know what? It's hard to return to everyday life after something like that. That
I
was big. That was big for us. That was
I can wait.
exciting. We met a lot of cool fighters. Saw amazing fights too, man. Great fights. Like fucking shout out to all the fighters that put it on. Baby Hulk with that knockout put him stiff against the ropes.
Yeah,
Bobby Henry looking clean, putting guys away. That Edgar fight fucking blew the house apart. So,
yeah, yeah.
man,
Perdomo
great.
Perdomo
Yeah,
with another first round finish.
Perdomo. You could always count on Perdomo, right?
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it actually was flying by too. I was getting a little bit sad. I'm like, man, these fights are going. I'm like, fuck, we got 2 fights left. It's only 9 o'clock. The finishers were
absolutely.
coming fast. Um,
Yeah, we got let's talk about who we got today. We got uh a returning guest. She's making her way back to her podcast. She's got a fight coming up on October 5th, BKFC 82 in New Jersey against Christine Ferea. We got Jessica Borga, the Black Widow baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Black Widow of Borga. You're right. That's women's featherweight inaugural champion, and I can't believe where time has gone. Like she just won the title April this year,
Yeah,
April in Dubai. It feels like it's been so much farther away than that, but um, hey, time flies when you're having fun. BKFC is on the rise, and yeah, can't wait to have her back. And yeah, I feel like it's been forever since we seen her in the ring, but fuck, it's only 4 months ago since she put Hannah Rankin to sleep in Dubai. So,
yeah.
hey, I'm itching for that next Black Widow performance, and it's gonna be a big one.
And there's been a lot of heat leading up to this one. They've had the Champion Summit, which featured a bunch of champions on the press conference, and they had Jessica Borga and Christine Ferea on stage for the first time together, and that was explosive. A lot of
Yes,
words were exchanged. I think ever since that press conference, it's been through the roof. We got her in the lobby.
we got her here, baby. Without further ado, let's bring her on, Jessica Borga, the Black
The
Widow.
Black Widow, baby.
What's
Go.
up?
Good
Oh,
to see you again, Jessica.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I love how much people are underestimating me in this fight. This is
Ooh,
great.
you
we're
think so?
starting
You think people are sleeping on you a bit?
Well, her fans anyway, which I expect them to do that, that's part of the fight game, I get it. But there's a lot of people because she's been around so long and I guess dominated in her little area for so long that people are highly underestimating me. So, I like it.
Yeah, I find that interesting too, being the bigger fighter coming down. People sleep on, hey, you might eat three first round finishes pretty quickly. You put Hannah Rankin flatline to sleep. So I don't know. There's I think that's a mistake. It's good. I am excited to see what's going to happen, but you
It's
can't count out the Black Widow.
It's a good fight, but yeah, I think a lot of people count me out just like they did on my last one. But it fuels me in a different way, so I kinda appreciate it.
I was gonna ask that. I mean, we started right off the go. I was gonna save that for a little bit later, but you started it. So no, I seen that she keeps saying that you're only 3-0. You haven't really fought anybody, so it does kind of sound like she is a little bit underestimating you, right?
I yeah, I think deep down she knows because she literally has told me face to face that I was too big to fight, like, "You're too big, I'm not gonna fight you at 140 or above." So I don't think she ever thought that I was gonna agree to cutting weight to fight her.
Right.
And now she's in for it, but I do think she's underestimating me. Um, she's highly forgetting the fact that I was in the top 10 in the featherweight division in Bellator. So it's not like I've only done bare knuckle. I've been a fighter for a long time, and I've gone against like the best in the world, in Bellator. So I'm not. I like being underestimated. She can think what she wants, but when it comes down to time, she can't get away from me in that ring.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because I was looking at that. I was trying to look down on your record to see when the last time it was that you fought at 135, and the farthest I could see, I believe it was your last fight in Titan FC that you fought right
Yep.
before you went into Bellator, 2019, right?
Yeah, and that was against a champion boxer I also beat in the first round. But yeah, yeah, it was a 10-day notice fight too
Oh,
on
damn.
Titan FC.
Wow.
A
Wow.
10-day notice, and I cut I think that was the only time that I didn't come in at 136. It was like 137.8 or something like that. It was close, but they're like, "Oh, it's fine, she only had 10 days." And for most of that time, I was on vacation in the Dominican Republic because it was already planned. So I was literally like cutting weight in the Dominican Republic, just sprinting on the beach and stuff like just to cut weight.
So prior to that fight, were you always fighting 135?
No, actually, I started my amateur career at 125, and that was a huge cut for me. That was, the doing the thing that she does is being a weight bully. She walks around about the same weight as I do. I just don't do the weight cutting thing anymore. Not that I can't, obviously, because like this weight cut's going great, but I just choose not to. I don't think that there's a point in it. If you think that you're good and you know that you're good, your technique and power is all there, why cut weight, to be the bigger bully?
Right. Go ahead,
So
Jay.
how are you feeling? Like we're getting pretty close to fight camp here. Do you think what do you think is going to happen with the balance of speed and power? Do you think you're going to be compromised at all in power, or do you think you're going to keep that and just be a little bit quicker? How you feeling these days?
Yeah, honestly, that's if you know about weight cuts and fighting and stuff like that, it doesn't in that amount of time, you're not gonna lose strength. If you do it the right way anyway. If you're cutting weight the right way, you're not gonna lose strength. Even in that amount of time, even if you did it the wrong way, it still wouldn't jeopardize the strength that you have. So I think that's what she's betting on is that I'm gonna be less strong or whatever, but me being faster at a lower weight, which I am, is gonna even be more detrimental to her, honestly. It just doesn't make sense to me what she's thinking that's gonna save her because I'm gonna get back in that ring at 145 at least.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see a hydration clause or anything in the contract for this, right? So yeah, so you plan
And
on
it's 137 and a pound allowance. So I don't know if everyone knows that. They're all thinking that they keep saying that it's a 35 title fight. It's not a 35 title fight. They don't want two title holders, like someone having a title in two different weight classes. They don't want that because it's hard enough finding fights for us in one category. So this is a catch weight. This is a just for the Queen of Violence title.
right.
So
Mm,
just to make that clear, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, she didn't make weight." No, I'm making weight per the contract. I'm making weight.
right.
Even even with that being said, so fast forward past this fight, if say you're going to defend the Queen of Violence title, does it have to be at that weight class, or is that something that you're going to make someone come up to 145?
I think that it could be at any weight. I mean, I'll fight literally anyone at any weight. I'm just not gonna cut weight after this fight again. There's just no point in it for me. I like 145. I stay at 145. I just really want to hurt her. That's the only reason I did it. But it really isn't affecting me at all. I walk around at my weight class, so it's not a bad of a cut. I just don't want to choose to. If they want to, 35ers want to come up to 45 and fight me for that, that's fine. But other than that, I mean, if the Queen of Violence shouldn't be scared of weight classes, in my
Definitely.
opinion. If you're the Queen of Violence, you don't care about the weight.
Definitely not.
So
Definitely that's going to be that's like an accomplishment nonetheless. It's not two division weight, but you know what? It still kind of is. It still
Yeah.
is kind of that. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you look at boxing, weights in general, like they are a little bit closer, so it's not like such a 10-pound difference or whatnot. So yeah, it is. It is a different weight class, and I am going down for her. So and she's coming up. But she's been wanting to go to 35 for a long time. So, like I said, she walks around about the same weight, if not the same weight as I do. So it's not like it's gonna be a huge difference. She's gonna probably use that excuse after I beat her, but it's not a huge difference.
So how do you feel cutting back down to 135 at this point? What is it that you changed maybe in your diet, your routine to now cut back down to 135?
Honestly, I always eat clean. I always do good. You know, you do more cardio, you do certain things to kind of I guess I have someone that literally does everything for me, so it's pretty simple, especially when you're working with a nutritionist. But you teeter things around, eating specific things, less carbs at night, you know, just little things, little tweaks. That's all I had to do really, and it's going way better than I thought. You know, I wasn't worried about it in the beginning, but it's going smoother than I even imagined, which is really nice.
Mm,
That's good. You know what? In the buildup of this fight, a lot has been said. You know, a lot of nasty things have been said. You seem in good spirits now. Like you don't seem super cutthroat. You seem to be having more fun with it, even on your Instagram. Kind of trolling her a little bit in some of your posts, talking about your weight cut and the secret juice. I seen you drinking out of that big gallon and a half tub thing, which I
Oh
thought it
yeah.
was funny. I thought it was funny to troll her a bit, bring some light to the situation because it was getting so cutthroat that it's like, what do you do after this fight's over? How do you move on from this?
Yeah, I honestly, I've never cared about what people think. I've always played around with like the insults and stuff like that. I'm gonna feed off of it. Uh, I don't know. I like having fun with it regardless. The only time that I ever get upset is when someone touches me, like
Mm.
she did at weigh-in. That's about the only thing. Her words mean absolutely nothing to me, as does it is for anyone and everyone that trolls on the internet. I don't care. I know, and I'm very content with myself. I don't care who likes me and who dislikes me. She really cares about what people think about her. It's it's crazy actually how much time she's investing in sending people from my hometown messages apparently about how they're trash because they support me and so on and so forth. So the amount of time she puts into that, she should be put into this fight camp, in my opinion.
so do you think this fight is more personal to you though at all, or is it just strictly business?
Kind of both. I mean, it's always business for me, but with her in particular, I really despise her. I really don't like her. She is I've been informed of even more things that show that she's just a terrible person. Like I don't care for that kind of person. I don't care for the kind of person she portrays. She's not in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I don't think she has a champion heart. Like you don't act like a champion by sending people things like that on the internet. That's not the champion way to be, and that's not the way you should portray BKFC either, in my opinion. Like you're not making a good image.
So needless to say, there probably won't be like a handshake afterwards or anything like.
And no, no, I'm gonna have a hard time not. I don't know. No, there's not gonna be anything like that.
Yeah, it's hard to be kosher after that, you know what I mean? We're getting personal, like, it's definitely selling the fight. I don't know if it was necessary, like, even we talked back in April, I believe. We discussed this fight a little bit. Um, so how did this first come about? Like, did she first start talking about you and the Queen of Violence? Was that after you, won in Dubai? When did you guys start kinda butting heads?
As soon as her fight with Hardy fell through. So when that happened, I had just fought 2 weeks prior, and I had offered to save her fight
Oh,
at a
yeah.
catch weight of 140 after just cutting weight to, which isn't a bad usually weight cut, but I still cut a little bit of weight for, Katarina. Actually, I
Mm,
cut more weight for Katarina because I had just had a major surgery before Katarina. So, I
mm.
actually had cut more weight for her, but I was willing to cut down even to 140 as a catch weight just to save her fight. And that's when she started immediately with the insults, and I had no problem with her before. None whatsoever. I would If I was in her place during this whole thing, I would have begged for someone to save my fight. She was always complaining that nobody wanted to fight her, nobody wanted to take a fight with her, everyone was scared, and I offered to save her fight at 140. But then she started with the insult saying, like, I'm not even on her level. Why would she even assume, even consider taking me as an opponent and blah blah blah. So that's what it started, and then she started in with my coaches, my husband, my like just everyone. And at that, I just when I lose respect for you, I'm a completely different person. And I give everyone the benefit of the doubt at first, as I did her. But she's lost every ounce of respect that she could have had from me. And that's when I'm way more dangerous.
Mm, yeah. Jeez. Just talk about the champion summit there a bit, because that seemed like a spectacle in itself, and I truly think that you two stole the show there that night, and including Redneck and Mike Perry, because that was very interesting to watch too. And do you feel like there was like a rise in popularity for you since that?
No, not really.
No.
I don't know, maybe a tad, but she really doesn't. If you look at the views of, like, if you actually look at the views of the reels and stuff like that on BKFC, she herself doesn't get that many. So, I mean, she's been around a long time. A lot of the BKFC fans know her, but honestly, she's not as popular as she thinks she is. So, maybe a little bit, but not much.
What did you think of the Champions Summit? That it's like just watching that on TV was surreal. I think it was one of the greatest press conferences we've watched in a long time.
There's definitely a lot of energy, a lot of, I get it's part of the show. I understand that, and it definitely was a show.
Yeah.
But I just think there are certain things in her with her in particular that she, stated and said that, my kids were there. You're
Mm.
just a disgusting individual to there's a time and place to do that shit. And I am more than happy to admit that, oh yeah, I love having fun. Everyone knows that. I ain't shy about it. But there's a time and place for it. Be an adult and kind of hold back on the stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind anyone knowing I'm pretty open about everything with me. And it's not gonna hurt me, but man, there's kids here. Like, be a little bit of an adult, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, lines were crossed for sure.
Yes, exactly. To put it simpler.
So I see that fight too. It's coming up real soon, October 4th, as we all know. Last time we talked, you kind of said that you would like to fight in Italy.
Oh,
So again, they're going back real soon. Were you a little bit disappointed to find out you were making this card, or are you just ready to get in there and make it happen?
I'm happy to fight as soon as possible, but yeah, I was kinda hoping for Italy. Man, I know they're gonna probably go back to, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad that I'm getting another fight this soon. The last 2 fights I've had to wait a year.
Mhm.
So I'm happy that I got this chance to fight this soon, especially on a great card like this. It's an honor. So I'm happy with it. I think that we should have been co-main at least though.
Oh, you're
Mm.
not? I thought you were.
No, we're the featured fight.
What?
So, which is yeah, it's insane. But yeah,
Who is the
Frankie Edgar, I
co-main?
get it. He's from
No,
Jersey,
Frankie.
so he's the co-main.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You know what?
Everyone's like, "Man, I feel like they should be the main event," but it's all good.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
You
He's
know
probably
what?
gonna sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah, you know what though? Maybe there's still hope because going back to BKFC 80 just passed. They had Edgar Plazaola fighting Gary Fox. That was supposed to be the feature fight too, and they bumped that to the co-main and dropped Yoel down. So
Mm.
I think that was a smart move. And you know what? I wouldn't be upset if they did it again. Like, let's move
Yeah, I feel like
Frankie to the feature. No disrespect to Frankie, but we got
right.
we got the we got the title fights on the line.
Yeah.
That's what yeah, and that's what I mean, I don't know. The king and queen of violence, that's what this card is.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it should be the co-main and main, but I mean, I get it. I get it. It's business, and I don't get butthurt over business. I get it.
No, like we said, king and queen of violence. Like that's got to be main and co-main.
Mhm.
I get Frankie's from there, but it's also his first fight, man. Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But if you're a name, it's like you get,
Yeah,
seniority, you know? It really seems like you, especially in the sport, you definitely get seniority. If you got a big
Yeah.
following and you've been around for a long time, you got a name, I get it.
You know what though? If Yoel could get bumped down, I think Frankie can. We got champion versus champion here. Like, what are we talking about? Anyway, I don't want to criticize the BKFC because I
Yeah,
love them.
yeah, yeah. It is what it is. I don't really care as long as I'm fighting, really.
yeah. What do you think about the main event now that they announced obviously Mike Perry against Jeremy Stevens, King of Violence? We still stand on what we originally said. We think Redneck should be in there with Mike Perry. I mean, that fight was like I said, the Champion Summit just itself. You could see the heat there, you know, but it really caught us off guard when they announced Jeremy Stevens. We actually thought it was going to be Robbie Lawler.
Oh,
And
yeah, yeah.
um but yeah, just curious to know what you think about that fight. Who's going to win that fight?
Stevens is a beast, but he is in he's a smaller guy. That will come into play with a power person like Perry. But Stevens is tough and he's got power too. So I think it's a great fight, but I really wanted Mundell as well. I wanted Mundell. I wanted to see that fight, It doesn't matter what happened in the past with MMA or whatever. I want to see Mundell and Perry bare knuckle. Like I want to see it.
Yeah, for sure. And like right next to pound for pound, man, he's the champion. Like, it just seems like the fight to make, really. But
Yeah.
like you said, it's the names that come into play too, right? At
Yeah.
some point. So Jeremy Stevens is a big name. Mike Perry's obviously a superstar in BKFC. So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And then
definitely interested to see the results on that fight.
For
yeah,
sure.
it's gonna be a fight to watch, either way. But yeah, I'm with you there, Jessica. And then you got the fight taking place at 175 too, where Mike was kind of 185 most of the time. It's kind of like, eh. So that being said, hey, Perry loses. Does Redneck even want that fight still? I'd say probably yes. Just
I would say yes just 'cause how much he despises him.
Yeah.
But, and, I gotta stay kinda unbiased, but,
yeah. It's good to see Jeremy back too, though. You know what I mean? After like even after his last performance, Chris Lytle on the commentary was saying, "Oh, this man might be in for a title shot, this and that." And then you find out he's not even signed for another fight, and you see him go to the UFC. So it's just good to see him back in there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love his fight style, obviously. I mean, he's just a little scrapper, man. He's a savage. I like it.
Mm.
Fucking right.
So without like giving too much away to us, because we don't want to we don't want you giving out your game plan, but how do you think you match up with Christine, and what threat do you think you possess for her?
I think I possess a threat in every area for her, and she just doesn't. I think she's just underestimating me. I don't underestimate anyone. I always train as if I'm going against the best of the best, the biggest and the strongest person. So I don't underestimate anyone. But with her in particular, I don't see her beating me in any area. I haven't got to show, my skill in boxing besides finishing them fast. And that is skill. Coming out unscathed and finishing them it is. But I haven't actually got to show my skill. And I don't think that I'm going to have to with her either. I don't think people understand what I bring to BKFC.
Mm,
Just in the female division, I am very different from any of the females. Like, there's some savages. I'm not saying that there's not. There's just a difference with me,
mm.
and I'm gonna keep proving it.
So
Just
you
going
don't
back. Oh, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
so you don't think this fight's gonna be going the distance. Where do you think you're gonna stop her in?
Everyone knows I like my first round, but, the fact that a lot of people think that I can't go past the first round, which is even more humorous, but, um, I honestly I don't think it's gonna last as long as people think it's going to last. I just don't see her making it out of I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, that may be the first because I think she'll run away from me just so that she could say she got out of the first. But no, I don't think it's gonna go very long at all.
Mm, jeez.
Heavy
And we,
confidence. Heavy confidence.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're trying to make it over for that event as well, so we might be in the building for that too.
Nice. I hope you guys are. That's awesome.
Be
It's
awesome.
gonna
Yeah,
be huge. It's gonna be huge.
for sure. I just wanted to ask you too, man. I feel like you did show some boxing skills in your last fight. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit on that one. Just that the way you finished ranking with that double straight, it's so unique to me. Like how, like, is that a combo you like to throw in general, or is that just something that happened in the moment?
That just happened in the moment. That's not something that like I don't know. I see things pretty good. I guess my eyes are very well are very good. And I think people like you said I do show some, you know, if you notice that I'm slipping and stuff like that, yes, it just doesn't show a lot because of the amount of time,
Yeah.
which is it's actually great, is because that's like the secret weapon for me. Like people don't realize how much I've grown since my first BKFC fight, which was trash looking, even though I won fast. It was just if I look at my technique then I'm just like, mm, I would beat that version of me in less than 10 seconds. Like, just the amount that I've grown in, you know, a year and a half.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was just in the moment. It was, just I seen it. I usually see when I hurt them, and I go from there because I see it in their eyes. Their soul leaves their body because the moment I hit someone, their game plan is out the window. I guarantee it.
No, so you once you connected that first straight, you seen it and you're like, I gotta throw another one.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's not exactly the button I wanted." Just I wanted to whip her head back like I did, and the second one did it.
Yeah, to this day, that's probably one of my favorite knockouts to watch, and even just that piece I clipped on you after the fight of you screaming, letting out those screams, like I said in our last interview, man, it gives me goosebumps watching that every time. It's such a raw moment, you know?
Yeah, it is, and I let those screams out because people have no idea what goes on in the background. I had so much things going on during that fight camp, and I do in almost every fight camp, really. I am no stranger to adversity, and that's what has made me so strong and powerful because I feel like no matter what I'm going through, I will come out victorious because I have gone through some shit. Like before that fight, like I was sick 2 weeks prior. There was just injuries, there was blah blah blah, but I still came out on top. You know, I feel like I'm invincible. In a sense, I don't know, I'm not invincible, I'm not stupid. It's bare knuckle, anything can happen, but I just feel like I am a different kind of powerful now because of how much I've overcome in the past.
I love that.
Right on.
Is it very empowering? It's nice. Different mindset completely these last couple of years.
Mm.
So being we're almost 2 weeks away from fight night.
Less than
Um
2 weeks, really.
less yeah, less than 2 weeks. Are you still working hard in the gym, or are you kind of just coasting now, managing weight? Still putting it on people?
Yeah, I can't, I gotta be still, like, pretty much training up until, like, the week of. I prefer that. It keeps my mind fresh, it keeps my, reactions good, you know, I don't even stop with in between fights. So, I go literally right back to the gym as soon as I get home. Like, it's a thing for me. I like to stay consistent. It's the biggest and most important thing that a lot of fighters don't realize how much it takes part in their game.
Mm.
Right on.
Do you have a walkout song picked already?
I do, but I don't usually give it up beforehand.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to stay
Have
tuned.
to have, like, goosebumps to the walkout song, that I pick,
The
so
last one was great.
yeah,
I
Last
do.
of My Kind. Yeah,
Yes.
and I actually almost I'm kinda picking between that same one or this new one.
Because
I
that
feel
was
like it,
another clip I did on you that
I
was
love that.
cool too. That was a cool clip. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you do such great clips, man. I love it. I have it saved. I'm pretty sure it's in my highlights.
I
Um,
appreciate that.
I feel like there's been a few other people trying to hijack that song on you now. Like after years, I've seen a
I saw
few other people popping up, and it's like, come on, we know where that song belongs.
I heard it. I want to say at the next event that I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch!"
Yeah, I'm
But
not
I
gonna.
get it. I mean, other people probably feel the same
Yeah,
kind of. A lot of people love that song because they probably feel like they're the last of their kind.
it's a great
I
song.
get it. Yeah, it is. It really is.
Great song. Yeah, and just to see you singing it on the way out like that and everything,
Mhm.
yeah, that's super cool, man. Love that.
It's very empowering.
Yeah,
When
and
I feel something, it just like even just thinking about it, I don't know if you can see it, I literally have
oh,
goosebumps.
Let's go.
I get those feelings, and energy is everything. And energy is what I feed off of, and that's gives me energy. It gives me like that little push I need.
Yeah,
absolutely.
music is motivation. It's
It
for the
is.
soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we appreciate you so much for coming on. I know it's deep in camp right now. Like we said, we're less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate you taking the time coming back on our podcast, Jessica. Not sure, Jay, you got anything else for her?
No, no, fuck. It's just time to see. I'm glad that
Mhm.
you tuned in with us because we can't. Hopefully, the next time we see you, it's live and you're doing your
Yes, that'd
thing
be
in
awesome.
there because
Absolutely.
this is a massive card,
Yes, it
massive,
is.
massive card. You
And
should
yeah,
def-
my last fight was the biggest fight to date until now, and now this is my biggest fight. Each fight, I just wanna keep on escalating, so just keeping going up.
Mm, exactly. That's it. Raise that stock, baby, with every fight.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's just leave it with like, do you wanna give a message to the fans, shout out some sponsors, and if you want, maybe last words for Misfit before you log out. If you want, that's up to you.
My last words for her, I think she already knows, enjoy your retirement. But for my shout outs for my newest sponsors, which I really truly appreciate. I've had a lot of people jump on board this, and it really has helped with Fight Camp. And I love my sponsors, and I always want to show them appreciation. So, Shooting Sports Tampa Bay, I love my guns. Everyone knows that. Definitely a redneck girl, but I love them. They have a lot to offer, so check them out. We have American Roofing and Exterior, which was all the way in Montana, which thank you. I mean, you don't have to support me all the way in Florida, but you did, and I truly appreciate that. Screening and More LLC, Billboard Nerds, look for me in Jersey and in Florida. We got one in both areas, so thank you for that. And my Hot Works team, of course. I appreciate all my sponsors. As you can see, I always try to at least show them if I don't get to shout out every single one of them because there's quite a bit. But they've been with me since the beginning, a lot of them. So to have, such loyal support like that means a lot to me.
right
For
on.
sure.
I just want to ask you one more thing. Are you gonna have the team with you in Jersey? Are they gonna make
Oh,
the
yeah.
trip? Okay, let's
Well,
go.
oh, wait, my family or my team?
Everybody. We're talking about
Everybody.
the fam. We're talking about the redneck Reaver. Who's making it?
It's supposed to be the team is all supposed to be there. My kids unfortunately can't be there this time, but they'll be watching. They'll be watching, but my husband, team, absolutely. Yep, got all my coaches. Shift Combat, baby.
That's
One more huge sponsor of mine that's actually like one that pays yearly is Secrets Hideaway and then the Sec.io cryptocurrency. So that's a new one. If you guys are into crypto, it's definitely one that you should get into because it's gone up so much. So anyway, thank
okay.
you for the shout outs, guys.
No, thank you so much for joining us again, Jessica. The conversation with you is always amazing. We appreciate you so much. You're
Same.
one of the few that gave us an opportunity right from the start. So you're
Thank you
always in
guys.
our heart, man. We love you so
Yeah, I
much.
can't
And
wait. Always
Thank-
dangerous, always disciplined. Jessica Borga, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Romance podcast.
Can't
Man,
wait.
baby.
I hope you guys are there so that I can, see you guys in person. But if not, thank you guys for having me on again. I really appreciate your support. You guys all are always amazing.
For
God
sure.
willing, we will be there. Let's go.
Yee yee.
Going
I
hand
hope so too.